On our way to Chi-Town. What up, fam? Y'all ready? Yeah, so it's bright and early. What is it? Almost 5? And we're on our way to the gate. Holla at y'all in a little bit. Hey y'all, we finally made it to Chicago. Y'all don't even know the story, the half of what we have gone through. My brother is not here, even though we are here for him to perform. It's cute though. Marriott Marquis. It's my cousin Kelly. Hi, welcome to Chicago. Yes. So yeah, guys, we're here, and your girl is looking a little rough, but we're gonna make this happen, and we're probably about to get something to eat, figure out the plans for tomorrow for the event, and I'll check back in when we get some deep dish and show y'all. Y'all, this is the shower area. Sink or whatever, regular sink, that's me. Regular toilet, it's pretty small. But I can tell y'all the story of getting here. So we took American Airlines. My brother obviously is here, like I told you guys, for a poetry event, Legacy Disciple. He won a contest, and so he's here now to do a slam, and if he wins the slam, then he will perform as Storytellers. His dad works for American Airlines, so he has free flying, buddy pass or whatever. So he usually has to wait and see if there's going to be any room for him on the flight. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. There was no room. Then there was no room on the next flight. So we had already got here in Chicago. We're waiting around. We got here and it was like 7:20 Chicago time, and he's back in Philly. Like, guess what? They're grounding all flights. They're canceled because of the weather. So we're like, what is he gonna do? Can he wait? And if he waits, will he ever get on a flight? He has to be here by tomorrow. So my grandfather, prayed for him and was like, you know what? I'm gonna get him a train ticket to Chicago. So now he has to be on the train for about 20 hours, get here tomorrow morning, get freshened up and ready, practice, prayed up, and then go and perform. So yeah. I am going to record the performance, and I know it's going to be a killer because a lot of people have already been crying and very blessed by it. So I will share it with you guys. But right now we're about to go and get some pizza, and I will definitely film all of that for you guys. Bye, y'all. Illuminati. They left me. They're so rude. This is the wall of all the people who have been there. And we're currently looking at menus. Anything good so far? Cheese pizza.
They do have personals.
What y'all think we should do?
I took a picture of the outside of the menu.
I think I'm gonna get a classic something with some cheese. That before the crazy.
Yeah, we were going to take a pic also.
Right? Sorry. Mom just jumping right on in there. Alright, y'all, so ain't nothing to see here.
It's a damn
waiting for the pizza
salad.
So our pizza is here, y'all. Our pizza is here. We got like little baby pieces. What you think?
Deep dish.
What's the verdict though?
I like it. I think it's thumbs up.
Okay. Mom. This is the critic, guys. So I guess I'm going to taste it.
This is my first bite, y'all. It's hot. burning over from my tongue. But it's good though. I like it. It's good. Thanks, Kelly.
I don't know exactly what this is, but it looks pretty cute. Can y'all see that? Dearborn Station. We're on our way to get ice cream, even though Kelly's not really hungry. So we'll see.
Chocolate or regular chocolate? Just pick one. The white chocolate, halfway.
What you got? What you got over there? What you got? What you got? Harold's chicken.
Girl, you know when I saw it? I closed it.
Supposed to be so good.
Yo, I got one earring in. Don't mind me. So we stopped at Harold's because we was hungry, and we figuring that this reminds you of a Popeyes, you know, just like a hood pizza joint. Chicken joint. But I got some shrimp. So yeah, I'll let y'all know how it tastes. All right, y'all. I got my food. What y'all think? Blah.
Yeah.
It's alright. Yeah. Kelly said it's alright. Oh, well, paparazzi? Okay. Well, alright.
This leads me to believe this conviction for myself. And then they're like, they teach you as if it's actually the scripture. And so their implications start becoming your baggage. And so, I'm trying to say this in a way that's respectful to you. I don't want to take it like that. Because again, I have teachers. But what I love what Jesus says right here, that allows you to lay down some weight, it says, because you are all brothers and sisters. This is the model that Jesus has for us, is that there is not a structure of hierarchy.
That's right.
That no one in this room is above me. And I am above no one in this room. We all have one teacher, one rabbi, one instructor. Is the Spirit. Gave us His word, and then people are really, really necessary. I'm not saying toss them out. I'm just saying if we don't carry the weight of the Spirit of God, they don't carry the weight of His word. We search it together. We run together. And so
Jesus invites Himself into Zacchaeus' house, and Jesus, quite frankly, is in many people's houses right now. Oh, He's in their house. In their rhetoric, in their cultural identity, in their so-called political and moral worldviews. He's in the house. But Jesus comes to the house of repenters as their salvation. If Jesus has come to your house, the disenfranchised, marginalized, grumblers should not have the temptation to question Jesus' omniscience and goodness because of our own stiff-necked, unrepentant, entitled ways. Christians who don't apologize. They cause people to doubt the goodness of Jesus. Instead, our acts of repentance and posture of generosity points to the generous love of God. Who funds your job? Who funds your institution and your conferences? What nations do you reap benefits from while they oppress others? What are the systems of exploitation you saved by grace? That don't mean we don't have earthly debts that we have to repair. Nationalism, racial privilege, good old boys clubs. These things cause our neighbors to doubt Jesus' wisdom and the mercy that he has given to us. And that's shame on us, not Jesus. Christians at bottom, are deeply imperfect, but you know what we got on the world? Jesus has called us to be repenters. And this matters, y'all, when we discuss things, like Micah mentioned before, like race and racism.
Doing justice in the world, and that sort of entry point, which they sort of alluded already, is therefore go disciples. And in that, and even in particular context as well, you go and you allow your life to be thrown into the mess of others, and you want to make a disciple, you want to live lifelong life with them, you start doing life with them, you start going to their home, for me, my entry point has been basketball. I see dudes in the gym, and I've just been like, just keep getting into the house, man. Like, just keep getting into the house, and you'll find, like, a lot of times they got their problems that you can be involved in, that you have, because of, I think we're all, by default, we have all been placed in a privileged position because we know Jesus.
If the cross could talk, he's not a king. He's a fake, rebel, a blasphemer. That's why they sent him to me. I haven't met him yet, but I hear he's like a celebrity. Can't wait until he hangs out with me. I'll take his breath away. So let me get behind him. Ain't it marvelous? Ain't it breathtaking? How the nails make the flesh go numb? How the blood runs down so swift?
All right, and then, all right, put some energy on the top. All right, coming in first place, we have Desire.
Storytellers is an experience, an opportunity. We invite you into this world, this space where God's gifts are seen and heard. They will tell you stories here. Here, words and the power they carry. Words made creation, secure salvation, and promise freedom. Here, words will tell you what God is like. Here is storytelling.
If the cross could talk, he's not a king.
And I'm wondering if we are lousy lovers of neighbors because we love them just like we love ourselves. Aren't we denying ourselves the bread of life? But tell me, is it still suicide if you convince yourself that you don't have time to eat? Because last I checked, only a dead man has left no minutes left to live. How are we supposed to die to the flesh daily while denying to eat the bread of life daily? You look a little thirsty. Tell me, what have you been sipping on? Because I could see irritability growing itself in your eyes. It's all right. I don't take it personal. You just need to spend a little bit of time with your God. See, how many offering of these hands do we offer our neighbors instead of prayers offered on their behalf?
The tree before the fall, I am. For I am truth before there ever could be false. I am perfection before there ever could be false. I am by all, in all, through all in all, and I am to be called. Before the curse usurped the ground and drove you away from the divine. Before you felt that separation of who you were.
Color. Out of all the colors you created, from the 49ers to the Bulls, my Barbie, Ferrari, my first guitar, even my favorite flavor of Kool-Aid was red. I remember when I told him. His eyes began to radiate with refuge. His smile took over the galaxy and swallowed a supernova that caused an expansion in his chest. He was proud. And I wished he would never stop looking at me the way he looked at me. I found myself placing my hand on the bare skin of a soon-to-be round confirmation. Began eating bowls full of nurture and plates of take it easy. Neither mommy nor daddy had an easy childhood. The absence of our fathers left us carrying disappointment.
But somewhere between locker room talk and my favorite hip-hop verses, I understood hetero men were not to love each other out of fear of being queer. So instead, we dap each other up, or give the fist pound, or the classic man hug with the forearm in the middle to police the potential gag. Because if we full frontal hug, then maybe our pelvic bones will touch, and that'll be awkward. That'll be really awkward. Or worse, our chests will press. I'll feel your heartbeat, feel your humanity is just as fragile, broken as mine.
What up, fam? Where we at? Yo. What you got, dog? What you got? Here's my food. That's banana nut French toast, some eggs, and some bacon. So let's get up in this thing. Ew. Here it is. What's I don't know what's the significance of it. Jaw. Oh, you want to take our picture? Yep. All right. Let's go. I got the mixture. So, thank you. Yeah.
Let me see it. Alrighty. Let's get it. Two-tone fit it.
Shoot up this way.
This little bar thing they got here. Shit, I'm a celebrity.
Wait, that's it?
Are you serious? That's it? Yo, that was so quick.
Oh my gosh, guys. You said you barely see it? All right, let me look in the mirror. It's pretty. It's dope. It's dope. It's real dainty. Good talk. Hey guys, can I get you to say what your favorite part of the trip was?
My favorite part was winning that slam, baby.
Yeah,
You better know it.
Yeah. Mom, favorite part of the slam or favorite part of the trip?
Slam. See my baby on stage.
Oh God. Kills.
Well, my favorite part was the pizza, and then we had the Harold's chicken. Oh, not spicy,
It was
not
fine.
seasoned, but I loved it. Yeah, sorry.
And it was hot.
Yeah. And of course, Jazir winning that slam.
And the hotel.
In the hotel. All right.
was banging.
All right. Can somebody get me on camera?
What's her favorite part?
Ooh, child of rough. So I think my favorite part was obviously seeing my little bro win that slam. In light of everything that happened for him to get there, I just, it was really exciting to see. I was really blessed to see it, and I believe the Lord, gave me favor. And then my little tic-tac.
Okay.
It's a little jack right now. I gotta go home and wash it off. But so his poem, if the cross can talk, then I want to give me a little cross. But yeah, y'all. So I'm out. We're gonna stop this vlog right here. But I hope you guys enjoy it. And as always, until next time, whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. Bye, y'all.